Right in the heart of Texas is a place where family can enjoy the great outdoors. Just outside of Brady, Texas, the Nobles family has put together not one, but 2 ranches to hunt. The main goal is for you to come enjoy God's amazing creation. Make memories of a lifetime. Jay and Tony chase big whitetail and kick back and enjoy this destination. Nobles Hill Country Hunts. Come on and join us by the fire.
Growing up ranching is a simple life. It taught me values crucial to carrying on our heritage. Living off the land and taking care of the animals on it was part of life. From the mountains in Montana, the deer stands in Texas, to the plains of Africa, I have been blessed to go on these great adventures. This is where we practice conservation. Hunting and fishing plays a major part in this effort. Being out here with my family, my friends, is what makes memories that will carry me through my lifetime. I'm just a simple blue-collar guy with a passion for the outdoors, and I want to bring that to you. Texas offers some of the best whitetail hunting in the United States, and last year we found a place that offers the true Texas experience. Friends of mine, the Nobles, have a ranch down in Brady, Texas, the heart of whitetail country, and they have some phenomenal deer. Tony and his dad went out, they hunted some great whitetail. I got to shoot a really cool black buck, but this year Tony and I wanted to hang out. We hadn't seen each other in a while. What a great place to go hang out with friends. Not only do we get to hunt the old ranch, they bought a new ranch in Voca we're gonna go check out too.
So we ended up staying out there, and Jay and I went out that first evening and put up a pop-up.
It's a new ranch. We didn't have time to take a nature blind and dump it out here because they just got it. But we just wanted to sit with our bow and see what comes in, see what kind of deer they have, and man, we saw some great bucks. Just nothing that really we wanted to shoot at the first night. We knew we had a chance to go over to the ranch south of Brady, and we saw some bruisers there last year, big typicals. And so we were gonna leave this pop-up for a few days, let them get used to it. We're gonna head to the nature blind.
It's been a building process for us. When we bought the ranch, it had been overhunted. The ranch is wonderful as far as forbs, and the minerals in the ground here is just made for deer. So we brought in some genetics. We have strictly management hunted for 4 years, not taking any big bucks at all, and we won't kill anything unless it's 3.5 years older, and we've worked real hard at it, and now we've built a good herd of deer, and we're going to take in some hunters to kind of blend with us and our family. And if the hunters will work at it with us on the management of these deer, then we'll have a bright future with our hunters year after year after year.
For us to transplant from West Texas and the cattle industry and be fortunate enough to be down here in the hill country, and not only ranch, but also be able to have the deer and the turkey and the wildlife around us and the water, it's a blessing that no one can even describe.
Blue Collar Adventures is brought to you by Taco Casa, real fresh, real food, real good. Vortex Optics, the force of optics. Blue Collar Adventures is brought to you by Carbon Express, Traeger Wood Pellet Grills, Cinnamon Creek Ranch Ultimate Archery, Newmont Mining Corporation, demonstrating leadership and safety and stewardship of the environment. Nature Blinds, the most realistic hunting blinds on the planet. Spot Hog, the world's toughest archery products.
The plan is I really wanted to see Tony shoot this monster buck, and I wanted to be there with him. He's my best friend. We've been through this long time together. I like to see everybody on the show that gets to make it happen, be part of it, and get a big buck. And that's really the reason I came.
The year before, when we took Grandpa Jackie out to the ranch, Jay had taken a nature blind, and we had left it out there all year, so I was looking forward to getting in that nature blind and hunting with my new Matthews bow. I had this monkey on my back. I mean, 2016 for Taco Tony was not good. It was my turn to hunt, and Jay was filming, so we crawl in the nature blind. Beautiful morning, we watch the sun come up, and here come the deer.
And once you climb in there, they don't have a clue you're there. So we're looking for that good close shot, get the nature blind, and there they are. The hard part about this ranch is there's so many good, big, mature bucks. You've got to pick one. And picking one takes a little time, and the more time you take, the more nervous I get.
Shooter buck comes in 20 yards. 20 yards. It's a chip shot. No worries, no problem. I'm gonna get this monkey off my back. It doesn't work like that.
Takes the shot and it sounds good, it looks good. I had some deer tracking pretty close, so he's like, I don't know, 20 yards. And as quick as that Matthew shoots, there's no way you can see it with your eye. It's so hard even to see it watching it back on the film, but we could hear the impact. The deer jumped, ran to a little draw there, and we gave him plenty of time. Went down there, found the arrow. No blood, no hair, no meat.
I made a bad shot. I made a bad shot. I was sick. I was sick. You know, if you hunt long enough, you have a season like this, and I quit right there in the nature blind. I quit bow hunting.
You're gonna make a mistake. If you don't make mistakes shooting your bow, you probably never bow hunted.
We couldn't see where the arrow placement was. We looked for blood, there was no blood. No blood, all morning long, no blood. We even called in the dogs all morning, all afternoon. We looked all day, and there was no blood. The dogs, they didn't hit on anything, but we know we hit this deer. Let Cade go with me, just bring him the camera. I'm gonna take the rifle and I'm just gonna see if this deer shows up. I mean, I didn't even ever expect to see this deer again. And so Jay and Crystal went. They went hunting on the other side of the ranch, and Cade and I went back to the spot in a rifle blind, and we set.
Blue Collar Adventures is brought to you by Glacier, simply the world's finest. Wicked Tree Gear, Tecamati, Huskama Optics, Stealth Cameras, FLIR Hunting and Outdoors, Kuiu Ultralight Hunting.
Jerked.
Did you see that shot?
Pretty good shot. Pretty good shot. Coming back to see the Nobles is always fun. We've got to be really good friends, and last year I started shooting a lot of long range, and Crystal and I came down, and this ranch is so cool that you can get out there, and we were shooting 1,000 yards. And so we got Cade hooked, got Gerald hooked, and they got a Best of the West this year. And that's what Cade and I talked about, is getting my long range set up out here. There's a big wheat field that all these bucks come out in, and there's always one that you never see at the feeder, and it's fun to try and catch him out there. We're gonna go see if we can get him knocked down. Wind's blowing, and you know, these guns are very capable of it, but the biggest factor that I've learned is the wind. You know, you have to take that into consideration, make that ethical call, and decide, do I want to make the hero shot and prove everybody I can shoot that far, or do you want to try and get a better advantage when the wind's not blowing? And it was just windy enough. You know, this is only 500-600 yards, but to me, it's not worth it. It's not worth wounding a deer. I've got another couple days. There's blind up in the brush up here. I'm just gonna go get in there. Wind's not laying down for the next 3 days in the forecast. I'm gonna go get a good, clean shot on a good buck.
Oh yeah. Look up and I say, Cade, that's him.
Is that him? I think so.
Couldn't believe it. Then the nerves really start happening. I mean, the buck's 200 yards away. I'm hunting with a rifle, and I'm more nervous now than I was with my bow that, hey, I want to harvest this deer clean. I'm so thankful it showed back up, and so I took a deep breath.
He's in front of the game camera. Huh? He's right in front of the game camera. Yes. Scratching his head with his hoof. Wait till he turns broadside. Okay. Right there, bro. You ready? Yep. Yep. I'm gonna shoot. Do it. They don't even know, man. Nobody knows what just went on with him. I mean, I have had the worst season with my bow, bro. I mean, from August, mule deer, September, elk, go home in October, shoot over the back of a whitetail at my house, and to come out here and make a bad shot, man, on a deer, that's 4. And to see the deer that I wounded and to be able to come and take the rifle and get the shot, man, that's so glad he showed back up, man.
Actually, there's a story to this deer, and I wounded him. I shot him with my bow a couple days ago, and I'm just thankful he come back to give me a chance to harvest this deer with my rifle, and I couldn't be any happier. We're out here at Nobles Ranch, Brady, Texas. Just couldn't think of a better place to be to finish out the season, and thanks to them and Taco Casa and Jay Presti for telling me it's my turn. Huh? Thank you, Lord. My freezer is empty.
I had a feeling Tony was going to get a chance at that buck. He did. And whenever you have something happen, you always want a mulligan, you know. Hunting, I wish it was always like golf. When you make a mistake, go back and get a mulligan, but this time, Tony got one.
I'm just so thankful to be able to hunt this ranch. Well, now 2 ranches, and they're real close together, and just to be able to hunt whitetail and axis and black buck, it's just an amazing ranch. I mean, you just have to see it to believe it. With the water they have out there, the river running through it, the accommodations, and they're just great people. I mean, you're not gonna find any better people to go hunt with, and yeah, I hope we get invited back.
So we practice long range shooting all the time. I've got my best of the West, got a 5x20, but sometimes you just have to make the best of your situation. We're gonna get in here, we're gonna hunt a little bit closer quarters, and that's the beauty of it. Just because I have a long range setup doesn't mean I can't shoot a buck at a normal range. 150 yards is just kind of a layup. But the thing about it, we get out here this morning, it's beautiful. This is a true classic Texas hunt. You get in the blind at dark, the sun's coming up, the world's coming alive, and the deer start coming in. I saw a really nice buck in the field the night before, and you know, they hadn't seen him very much, and it was just kind of a hunch that I thought he might come over here where this setup is, and it paid off. Well, that's a Texas morning hunt right there for sure. Had some big ones. That was a bigger, mature buck. Got my ears in, because I always say wear your ears. It's the most important thing you've got is your hearing. And that was awesome. We've been out here to the Nobles Ranch. This is our 2nd year. And this is your classic, big, typical whitetail hunt in Texas. We tried a long range shot last night. The wind was just kicking, and you know, the thing about long range, you gotta be really responsible. Last thing I wanna do is wound an animal. We came down here, the wind was still blowing. We got a little bit of a better vantage point, you know, this is your regular Texas shot right here. You got 150 yards, sitting in a blind, and that's what Texas is hunting's like. It's like coming down here, beautiful sunrise. It's January, so their antlers are starting to fall off. So we're running out of mature bucks. This place is covered up. So it was good to finally get some meat for the cooler, and that's a big, pretty buck. He's got a cool antler coming out on one side. He's gonna look good. He's beautiful. The Nobles Ranch out here, we're one of the first few that got to hunt it. It's been an honor to get to hunt with this ranch family. They have taken such good care of this place. As you can see, there's deer everywhere. They shot a beautiful mature 11 point. It's just been fun. You know, you get out here with old friends, and that's what Texas hunting's about, is just enjoying it. Oh yeah. He's kind of got that crab claw on the front. Got that extra stuff going on here. He's a good buck. Cool buck. Some of the best things that happen to me are the friendships I make on these hunts. To be able to come out and hunt the Nobles Ranch has been a great experience. I've got to experience it with friends and family. And you know, at the end of the day, that's what you want. You want to have that experience with your friends and your family. And to shoot a nice buck like this is just a really cool, unique buck. I spotted him last night, almost shot him last night long range, and you know, I held off. I wanted to be ethical. That's one thing about long range hunting, is you have to remember that that's not your only option. Sometimes it's better to see if you can get a better shot, and that's what we did this morning. We came in, we found this buck, and I saw some bucks that their frames were a little bigger. They just weren't quite as old. They needed a few years to grow, and they're going to be here for you when you come. It's just the crop of deer that come through this place blow your mind. This is kind of really a different look than you see in here. Everything else is your classic, beautiful, typical whitetail. And this deer's typical, but he's just got some unique stuff that I like. And you know, that's what it's all about. Shoot the deer that you like, and I really love this deer. It's been a fun trip to have Taco out here. He got a beautiful buck, and just to see the deer and the ranch and the way they take care of this place, the management. I mean, it's nothing to see 50 or 80 deer a day here. The whitetail are here because they're thriving here. The family's amazing. They've got the new lodge down the road with more country to hunt. You need to get a hold of these guys because this is a unique Texas hunting experience. You've got whitetail, you've got axis, you've got black buck, but it's the people that make it, and that's what you'll experience right here.